What in my butt?
I feel fat. Oh my god, look at that.
It's okay, you look fat too.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, then put on a loose fitting sweatshirt. That's what I do.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back to Buzzin' and Blabbering.
Episode 2, Season 2.
Yeah. We are here to entertain you. And
Ourselves.
mostly ourselves.
Yeah. But if
Sorry.
anybody's listening, I mean, that's awesome.
Welcome.
Kathy, Charlie.
Welcome all of our subscribers. One of these days we're going to get it paid promo. I promise.
I think we will at some point.
I think we will. Yeah, we're actually gonna try to make like a real run at this. And if any of you out there in podcast land have any suggestions about what we can do, as you can see, we have already invested in new microphones
Check this bad boy out.
with the arm.
With the articulating arm that
Ooh.
moves. I just pinched my finger. That hurt. I'm okay. We are okay.
Someone call Wine 11. We're here to drink beer and talk about shit. So here we go. We have the Vacation Responder by Bellflower Brewing. This is their winter break beer. It's all the essential main towns like Bethel, Rangeley, Camden, Carabasset Valley, and Newry on it. Home of many ski mountains. And I believe it's an I don't know what it is.
It is an IPA.
It's an IPA.
It's got 6.8%.
It's 6.8 horsepower in a 1 pint can with great artwork. Good job, guys. I appreciate the artwork on the can.
It's a good base color, and then it fits well because these are all orangey, and purple and orange go really well together, I think.
They sure do. Speaking of purple and orange, let's crack these open and see what they taste like.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Mine went everywhere.
Got it on my glasses.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's delightful. That's good.
That's creamy.
It is. It's got good foam to it. Good head.
That's a creamy fucking point. Have you seen that?
No.
You haven't seen it? This is...
Having a day without creamy fucking pints won't kill you.
Just drinks a Guinness, and he always gets it, split the G. That's what you're supposed to do, is have your first sip. You're supposed to split the G where it says Guinness on the cup.
How would you know if you're doing this?
You have to guess.
Okay.
So you have to accurately go, and then split the G. But he splits it every time, and he's like, I just want a creamy fucking pint. And it just, I see so many videos with that.
And it's only Guinness that he does it with?
Yeah, because what else are you going to drink in
Then
Ireland?
it's going to be a creamy
Obviously
pint.
Beamish, and there's another stout that I can't think of, but Beamish is my preferred stout over Guinness.
Preferred. Or preferred.
What did I say? Preferred.
Preferred.
Did I say preferred?
It's okay.
Preferred pint.
Yeah, bud. No, this is a good one. I saw this in the store today, and I saw that it said vacation on it. And I was like, well, today is the last day of your vacation, so I'll get that.
I'm not ready.
Back to work tomorrow.
Back to work. But I'm kind of looking forward to the routine. See what I did there?
That was a very obvious segue.
Because we're going to talk about routines.
Right. Yep. That was good.
Yeah, I'm
That was
actually
good.
really, I like that.
I appreciate the effort you put into that intro.
Thank you. Last
Year.
year, well, actually last year, both calendar-wise and school-wise, I think, I don't remember where it came up, but I had mentioned something about routine and the idea that humans are wired for routine
Of course we are.
and that it helps them function. And Do you agree with that?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What part of a routine do you think helps us function better? Or what aspect of a routine?
I think that humans at some point require repetition. Like we all get up at a certain time, we eat at a certain time, we go to bed at a certain time. Um, but there's also something to be said for some spontaneity in your life. But
Spontaneity?
yeah, is that not the word?
I think it's spontaneity.
Spontaneousness throughout life.
100%. I
Fucking nailed it.
fucking man, dude. Like, there's routine, which is great. But then, and we were just talking about this earlier, when you're in a routine, time seems to go by very quickly. Whereas when you do new things, it's like it resets or it slows down or something like that.
I like how when you explain these things, you stare off in a random direction and you're just like looking 1,000 miles away. It's like, where's Nick looking?
I'm trying not to look at the camera, and I'm trying not to look at where I am.
Do you do that with your students in class?
No, I make full eye contact with them.
So you're not like just doing the 1,000-yard stare to the whiteboard on the other side of the room?
Only if I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I should just go to my desk, sit there, let them do their thing, and call it good.
Movie day!
No, they don't deserve that.
So when you were a kid, we're going way off topic here. When you were a kid, did you have the TV cart?
Yeah.
Okay. That was like, you knew that it was going to be a good day in class if the TV cart came in.
Those were the best days.
Yeah, except for sex ed. When the TV cart came in for sex ed, you were like, oh no.
Gotta watch the penis cam when it goes in the vagina.
Yeah, the miracle of life. If you haven't seen the miracle of life, don't.
But you need to watch the Monty Python version, which is not the Life of Brian, but it starts with the miracle of childbirth, and it's got like the miracle of childbirth, and then it goes through the stages of life, and it's pretty funny.
So kind of like the beginning of Look Who's Talking Now.
I don't know that one.
Oh no. Okay.
It's also got the song "Every Sperm Is Sacred." It's a wonderful, wonderful ditty.
Yeah. Look Who's Talking Now. It's Look Who's Talking Now. 99% sure. Is a movie about a baby from conception to the first couple of years of life, and the baby is voiced over by Bruce Willis.
I have not seen that.
No?
Nope.
It happens.
Okay.
I think it's Bruce Willis. Anyway, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Anyways, there was some
If it wasn't
spontaneity.
Bruce Willis, it would have been great if it was. He
Is
definitely has a baby voice.
No way. I really like this.
Oh, beer. You're so yummy. I haven't had a beer. Well, I had one last night at your place, but
I was
haven't-
like, wait a minute, it's only been 24 hours, man.
I have not had many beers this winter break.
Me
And
neither.
by break, I mean weekend.
Right. I haven't either. I've been trying to go easy.
You've just been going on the mixers.
Now I've been going on the food.
Oh, yep.
Gained 6 pounds between
Holy
Christmas and
shit.
New Year's.
I
Or
think
at least that's what my scale said.
I think the holidays should be a weight write-off for everybody.
It really should.
And just be like, well, it doesn't count because it's the holidays. Because if you go to your auntie whatever's and she's been working hard on food for the last 12 hours, guess what? If you don't eat it, you're going to be getting some funny looks.
Yeah. And I'm not eating poorly. I'm just eating way too much.
So,
Way
like,
too
if your
much
family is
good
in
shit.
the routine of having a large spread every Christmas and every Thanksgiving, from peas soaked in cream and butter to 11 different kinds of pies, if you don't try at least one of everything, people are going to be giving you the side eye.
And you're just doing it wrong. Like, I'm a foodie. And to experience life, you need to eat food.
Yes, that's true, because you starve to death and die. And then you won't experience life anymore.
True, but the best experience of life is food.
There's a couple other activities I can think of that are way more fun than food.
All right, name them.
Making love.
Okay. That's cool too, but that's usually short compared
Not
to
in
eating.
my house.
Yeah, Joe. Get it, boy.
Mostly it's like 3 minutes of performance followed by 27 minutes of me crying.
What's this? What's that? There's a song by Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, okay.
It goes like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. When you're with me, you only need 2 minutes because I'm so intense. 2
Okay.
minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. And that's like
That's
one of the
probably
song
true.
lyrics. It's like it just takes 2 minutes.
Okay. Note to Nick. Edit all that shit out.
Fuck.
What was your routine for the holidays?
I didn't have a routine at all.
Ever? Or just this year?
Oh, for, routine has always been do something with my folks, and then we go down to Massachusetts with the extended family, and we either do a 1 night stay over or a 2 night stay over, depending. When we were kids, it was longer. Sometimes we even do a down and back in one day. But it's just eat, chit chat, whatever. This year was weird because my brother moved out to California. He didn't come back for the holidays because it was $2,000 for a plane ticket.
Yep.
So it was just me, my mom, my dad, and my aunt came over because her kids went to their fathers and they're separated. So yeah, it was just us, and it was super relaxing.
So, like, back in the day, did you guys have, like, a mass family gathering down there?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
all the kids and aunts and uncles and everything?
Yeah, so I mean, just as the kids as in myself and the cousins, as we've gotten older, everybody's separated. So now it's a little bit less people are there.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see my mom's side for Christmas. We just did my dad's side.
I think that's becoming more common now because it used to be like, you know, you would grow up in a town and you would stick around that town, and then there would just be like this massive family gathering at the grandparents' house or
Right.
whoever the matriarch of the family was. And she was typically the one preparing the meal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now people are spreading further out, moving further away. So these massive, huge family gatherings don't happen as much as they used to.
Those were a real staple of my childhood. I feel that my memory is not great, but I can remember family reunions when I was really young. We literally rented out this property that had a beach and gazebos and buildings and everything, and we had everybody there on my dad's side,
Yep.
which is still huge because there's a bunch of Italians, and Italians love to make love. And my mom's side, we haven't had as many family gatherings, but we've had several, but it's just smaller.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, we most of the time for most Christmases we would go to my grandparents' house in Portland, and mostly that was because my dad's side of the family, it was in Connecticut, so it was kind of a haul to go see them. But yeah, everybody, you know, all the aunts and uncles and great aunt and uncle, and occasionally my great grandmother, we would all land there and celebrate Christmas, and then take the family photo on the set of stairs that went up from the main floor to the top floor where the bedrooms were, and you know, all the kids and everything. And it was pure chaos. I don't even know how they made that happen, because the kids were like, my generation of kids was all over the place in that house. I don't know how they managed to wrangle all of us.
Patience.
Yeah. Patience and the threat of a good backhand.
I can recall many a time being over at my parents' house or my aunt and uncle's. And we would be in the basement playing Halo or some other game. And then we'd have to go to bed, and we'd be down there snickering and talking loudly and laughing. And my uncle and my dad would come down,
The enforcers.
yeah. And they would give us 2, maybe 3 warnings if they were nice. And then eventually they'd come down just really tired and sick and tired of us. And they would squat over us. One of them would hold us down, and the other would squat over our face and fart.
I was going to say that just to be funny, but really?
Yeah.
See, that would have the opposite effect on my kids. If someone did that to my kids, they would be like way more wound up.
They'd be like, war is
Yeah.
on.
War, it's on.
No, they were pretty nasty, so it probably knocked us out
Okay.
if you get gassy enough.
Hey, it happens. I remember one year my dad and my uncle went out the window onto the roof of the covered porch, which was the window next to the room that I stayed in. And they went out there and walked around and made deer footprints, and then they took a broomstick and set 2 parallel lines to look like sleigh runners. So it looked like the Santa's sleigh had landed on the roof right there outside my window at night. And I was
That's clever.
so mad that I missed Santa
Every time.
every time. Guy's so sneaky.
Do you have any routine movies that you watch for Christmas? Everybody has their favorite Christmas movie.
Every year we watch Die Hard on Christmas Eve. Just Kathy and I, while we wrap up presents and kind of finalize everything before we head to bed for a long Christmas nap, which is never long enough. And I mean, like during Thanksgiving, there's always the Macy's Day Parade in the background, or whatever football game happens to be on that day.
I have never been into sports, but I've been getting
Oh, neither have I. That
okay
just
with
happens to be what's
football.
on it.
right. I don't do the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, there's one of the living rooms in Kathy's parents' farmhouse is called the football room because that's just the room that the football is on.
AKA the living room.
Well, there's 2 living rooms. There's a living room, and then there's the family room. So the living room is where the football happens, and the family room is like where all the kids' games and all that shit are.
Oh, out on the kind of the porch area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, just Die Hard for Kathy and I, and that's about it. I mean, we're so zapped just trying to make Christmas happen that it's just like we don't. If we did have time to put on a movie, we would probably fall asleep about 10 minutes into it.
Yeah.
So
We've always watched It's a Wonderful Life.
I've never seen that.
Man, my dad and my brother hasn't really ever been fully into it, but he FaceTimed us as we were starting it, and so I literally just sat him up against my water cup and had him watch the movie with us.
The whole movie?
No, only 30 minutes or so, and then my phone was going to die. So,
Okay.
but we watch that every year. I think there's, in my 32 years of existence. Okay, so I don't know how much I watched it as a kid because obviously I don't remember any of that. But I can say in probably 20 years, I have missed it maybe once or twice.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good track record.
yeah. It's just, I always notice something new each time I watch it.
I think that goes with every movie. No matter
Right.
how many times you watch a movie, you're always going to catch something new.
Yeah, they have these quotes on some of the walls in the film, and one of them has the quote of like, "No man is poor who has friends," and it took me 10 years of watching that to see that, and I was like, "Oh, that's a great line."
That is a great line.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of other ones too, but that's the only one that comes to mind right now. So I mean, there are perks to routine.
That's black and white, right?
Yeah, black and white. There is a
Okay.
color version, but black and white is the way to go. Yeah, I think a routine can help you notice things like that. If you just repeatedly do something, you can notice something new
Yep.
perhaps. But at the same time, as I said earlier, I feel like you risk time flying by quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard to break routine too.
Yeah.
So like we're both starting this new food thing and trying not to eat so much shit and put better fuel in our bodies. So I'm using this app, and it's not so much a routine, but it's just like if I look at something, I have to be like, does that align with my food intake quota for the day? And
Right.
most of the time, the answer is no.
I feel that except for the holidays with all the pie and cakes.
So much pie.
But besides that, I generally eat pretty well, I would say.
Yeah,
I just eat a lot.
that's me.
Yeah.
Like I'll have dinner, and then I'm gonna
whatever.
have second dinner
Yeah.
after everybody else goes to bed, and that's a problem.
Yeah. It's a challenge. So I think for me, it'll be portion control, only going up for one serving.
Yeah, I think one of my biggest things is realizing how much is in something.
Yeah.
Like how many calories are in cheese. I always thought cheese was wicked healthy, and it's not healthy. But also when you sit down and smash an entire block of Cabot extra sharp cheese and a half a box of crackers, that's apparently real bad for you.
That's funny. I think I'm going to get into...
Crackers and cheese.
No, that sounds delicious, but meal prep. I think if I can swing it, I'm going to take Sundays and just prepare my meals for the week so that after I'm done teaching at 5:30 and I'm exhausted, I don't have to think about cooking. I can just warm something up.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have a hard
like it, though.
time processing using one of those meal services where it's like $6.99 a meal for one person.
Yeah, you don't need that.
That's insanity. I could never pay that much for ordering something you're gonna put hot water in and microwave it for 2 minutes.
I don't mean that. I mean like cooking something on Sunday
Right.
and then having
Cook a
it
whole
for-
bunch of something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
even doing two of those. Sunday, so you have food until Wednesday, and then cook on Wednesday to have food for the rest of the week.
Yeah, yeah, but you want to cook staples so that way you can make different stuff with it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have just like chicken and broccoli for dinner for a week.
Unless what I like about chicken is you can cook it in so many different ways.
Right, right. But I'm just saying, like, if you cook an entire flat of chicken all at one time with the same seasoning on it,
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
that would get old after a couple of days.
You can turn it into chicken salad.
Yes, you can.
But if you're just baking
But
it,
then there's the mayonnaise,
oh yeah, that's
which
true.
is a problem. So you'd have to get the healthy mayo, which I've done before, and it was really good. We got some of the Primal Kitchen mayo,
Yeah.
which was really good. It was $16 for a jar of that shit.
I wanted to get into more homemade stuff. I wonder if we can do like a homemade mayo that isn't as expensive, but is
Oh, I'm
also
sure
healthy.
there is.
We'll have to look up a recipe for that.
It's like egg whites and I think lemon juice or lime juice and some other stuff. Yeah, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And you need to use well, you don't need to, but it helps to use a immersion blender, which we have. I have one of those. You can borrow it.
What's an immersion blender?
It's like it's a blender that's about that big, but instead of it being a container that you put stuff in and it blends it from the bottom, it's a stick with a blade on the bottom of it, and you put all your ingredients into another container, and then you
Oh, so the blender is at the top.
yeah, it's like a handheld mixer,
Gotcha.
but it's a blender. So you have
Cool.
to put all your stuff in another container, and then you blend it from the top.
Understood.
Okay.
That's cool. Like a plunger. Because when you go down as you're blending.
Yes.
Yep. That's neat.
I use it a lot to make scrambled eggs. It makes a really velvety smooth scrambled eggs.
Sounds good. Might have to test that out sometime. Speaking of testing things out, do you ever test out New Year's resolutions?
Typically no.
Me neither.
I mean, I understand. I get it. Like, I get that, like, new year and new me or whatever. And it's like a benchmark in time, so that way you know when January 1st of the next year rolls around, you're like, how have I done?
How do you measure years? Because I measure them based on my birthday. 'Cause I wasn't
365
born on-
days.
Okay, let me rephrase. Do you start in January or do you start on your birthday? When does your year begin?
January 1st.
So you don't consider measuring goals based on your birthday? I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I guess I'm in a different boat because my birthday is so close to New Year's, you know?
Yeah,
Like December 21st is not that far away from New Year's.
true.
So if I was born in July 21st, it might be a different viewpoint. But
I'm August,
yeah, so
so
that would make sense for you
yeah.
because your end of year versus the calendar end of year 7 months apart.
Yeah, exactly.
So versus my birthday, it's like 9 days or whatever it is. So not as big of a difference.
So what stops you from doing a New Year's resolution? Or what don't you like about it, perhaps?
I guess it's so overdone by everybody else. It's just like my resolution is to this, and people always pick something huge, and then 9 times out of 10 they don't accomplish it. I guess my thing is I like to set little mini goals for me. Like do this until Friday and see how it goes.
I was a part of a group called the Do Fun Shit Challenge.
I like it.
Yep. So this was when I think I was in my second year of running my video business, and I was struggling, I think a little mentally. And this was a neat program run by a gentleman named Jubal, and I haven't spoken to him in a while. But anyways, we met once a week for a couple hours and talked about whatever, something to help you feel like you. And one of the things we talked about was goal setting.
Okay.
And setting like a goal for the week, a goal for the month, a goal for 3 months from now, a goal for the year, and then a 5-year goal. But you don't say like, I will be blah, 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 blah. It's an I am statement, a present statement. So it'd be on January 1st, 2027, I am fill in the blank. I am living in my own house, less than 200 pounds, writing 5 days a week. I am.
Okay.
And that's supposed to help you get there, I guess.
I feel like that would be hard for me because you would have, by my count, 5 different goals happening all of this simultaneously.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if you were doing all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I had the 3 month, the year, and the 5 year.
Okay.
So
See,
those
that
were
would
the
be
ones that I went.
doable.
Yeah.
But if you did like 1 week, 1 month, 1 quarter, or /3 months, and then 1 year, that's a lot of goals to set for yourself to try to handle all in one shot.
Right. But that's why, for the week-long goal, you have it extremely short, something you can truly attain.
Right. Like
I go out
I'm
and
gonna
get my
fold my
grocery
laundry.
stores. Fold my laundry.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I work out 3 times this week.
Yeah.
That could be your goal. And that was good because it wasn't New Year's resolutions. It was goal setting, and then you adapt it. So every quarter, every few months, you look at your goals and you're like, am I any closer? Do I need to adjust this? Change it up a little bit? Does my vision not align with this goal anymore?
Yep. Yep. I think it's important not to overwhelm yourself with the goal.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. We all do that a lot.
Yeah.
But it's important to be like, what's a realistic goal that I could meet in a month? What's a realistic goal that I could meet in a week? And then if you make the goal repeatable over and over and over again, it starts to not feel like a chore. Then it's just like part of your everyday.
Yeah, and I think the challenge for me is I make the goal. It is attainable and I can do it. but then I get distracted by just life and trying to get by. That
Yeah.
I don't look at the goal. Like I had on my calendar over there, like film 2 videos in December. I didn't film a single video because I was just teaching, get home, maybe do some writing for stuff, but I kept thinking about it, but I never acted on it.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be like a full production video.
Yeah, I wanted to do some vlogs, or I've been pondering the idea of taking the blog posts that I write and then creating a video for it,
Okay.
like a verbal essay,
What about
video essay, actually.
like that drone video you shot in the fall
I got to shoot some more drone stuff, but
with your silly
too
little
cold.
voiceover? Not silly. It was very serious.
it was pretty silly.
Insert here.
They say fall
Right.
is the most fleeting
There.
of seasons. And that is why I filmed it instead of grading papers.
Yeah, I think that you need to make your goal repeatable, and then you repeat it enough times. It's part of your everyday.
Turn it into a habit.
Yep.
You're supposed to make the good habits easy, the bad habits difficult.
Which is the opposite of what most people do. Like, most people don't wash the dishes every single day. Most people don't fold the laundry the minute it comes out of the dryer or make their bed every morning. But they make like a 2-hour commute an everyday thing. Pick the little goals and make those your everyday.
Yeah. Or even working out. Like,
Working out should be, this doesn't sound weird. Working out should be easy. Like going to
Should
the
be.
gym and accomplishing what you want to accomplish should be the easy part. Because that should be like your you time.
but honestly, that's the barrier for me.
It's getting there.
Is just getting there.
It's
And it's super easy.
it's
I-
right
I-
next door.
Joel, I know this, but like there is that barrier of getting to the gym. And once I get there, I'm like, all right, let's freaking go. But it's not distance
Yeah.
because it's so easy. It's not time. It's just, I don't know, something keeps me away from it.
Like a force field.
I wish it were that simple.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Because we've got
Excuses. It's been a lot of excuses.
the other thing that I forgot is that there's a secret gym on campus. Also, there's a weight room in the basement of the cap. So, like, if you were saying that sharing a gym space with 40 of your closest friends is a problem, then
No,
you could go to that one.
I don't mind.
That's
once I
my
get there.
biggest problem. I went to the gym yesterday, and there were like 50 people in there because it's the beginning of January. And
True.
all the resolution people were there. And like every machine was taken, and every machine that wasn't taken, someone was using it to like balance themselves while they were stretching or something. And it was chaotic.
That is chaos.
I was like, I need to leave. So I went and I walked on the treadmill for like 20 minutes and then did a couple of machines that didn't have somebody leaning on them. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I got some weights here, and honestly, I can just do body weight stuff, but it's been excuses,
Yep.
even if they're valid. Broke my
like
toe.
like I blew my knee out.
Yeah, but my knee's fine now.
Right. I'm just saying that's
But-
a valid excuse.
It's totally valid. I tried the other day to do a quick workout. I did 15, I think I did 20 push-ups. It's like boom, boom, boom. And then I was getting into a squat, and then it started my cough.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, God, I can't breathe.
Oh, the cough.
Yeah, the cough. I started taking this nasal stuff, this nasal spray. I
Is it
think that's a
Narcan?
game changer. No, it is not Narcan,
Okay, that's
but
good.
I do believe that it is a game changer.
What does it do?
It's is it called antihistamine?
Okay. So it's an
that-
allergy thing.
It clears me up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe the cough.
Like, is your cough being caused by post-nasal drip, so you need to take the
No.
nasal spray?
It's always been a dry cough,
Huh, that's weird.
so I don't know if it's just coincidence that the cough is stopping as I started this spray. I started the spray because I my nose was starting to clog up. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I was getting a small cold, but
I did that for a while, but my problem was that I became dependent on said nasal spray to the point that I couldn't. There was no chance of breathing through my nose without taking it, and I was taking it way more than the doctor recommended I take it because I became dependent on it. So I don't touch nasal sprays anymore.
fair.
But I wish you luck.
Thanks.
I don't like it when my friends choke to death 11
nothing.
times a day.
On nothing. Just, can't breathe.
Also,
anyways.
the air up here is super dry.
Yeah.
The air in the valley is incredibly dry.
Yeah.
We're running a humidifier 24 hours a day in our apartment, and it doesn't make a dent.
Same. I got one right next to my bed.
Yep. Yeah, and it's
Um,
just like we all still get nosebleeds and everything else.
So I think for me, it's just been excuses. Being like, oh, maybe I should go easy on my toe, or I know that when I get down there and I start doing something, I'm going to hack up a lung. So,
No one cares.
I know, but I can't breathe.
Oh, well,
So
that's
it's
a
a little
problem.
bit of a challenge to do a workout when you can't breathe.
That's problematic.
I might just say YOLO and try it anyways. Worst case, I die. So,
That would be worst case scenario.
Yep,
Death
it is.
is pretty final and pretty bad.
yep. But I don't think that'll happen. I'll struggle to breathe for a little bit, and then I'll be like, all right, probably should stop.
How late at night can you work out? You personally? Because my golden hour of working out is between the end of my workday and dinner.
No, mine. If I don't work out when I had my own business and I was able to set my own schedule,
Yep.
I was going to the gym consistently every day at, I think it was 11:30 to 12:30, and that was pristine workout time for me to be energized, do my workout, and then re-energize myself for the rest of the day to edit videos or whatever else I was doing. It was just a great time to get a workout in.
Yep.
So I cannot do late nights if I'm going to be waking up early. Now, if my schedule was something other than it is, then late night would be fine.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
like when I was road tripping down south and I didn't really have a schedule, I worked out a few times at 8, 9, but then I would be sleeping in
Right.
because
Yeah.
it keeps you up.
Oh yeah, it does.
You work out and you're like, "Woo, let's go!"
Yeah. Yeah. Then you're up for the next 2-3 hours.
That's why it's dangerous for me.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Because when I was working on the ship, our workday ended at a specific time, and then dinner was at a specific time, and I knew I had about an hour window there to do whatever I needed to do. I cannot work out after eating. It's just not like it just doesn't work for me.
Yep.
So, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to eat a good sized breakfast and then have a snack around 9 and then work out during lunchtime.
Yeah.
Because we have a gym at the basement at work.
Oh, cool.
But my problem is that 3 days out of the week, at least, I'm not at the office. So my workout time is like when I'm working outside.
You do some physical labor.
Oh yeah, no, my job can be pretty labor intensive if I'm out in the field, but I would much rather have a time where I can do a structured workout, a routine, if you will. So that way, it becomes predictable,
Right.
and it's just hard. It's hard for me right now to have a predictable workout routine with my work schedule and everything else.
Yes, that's exactly it. I like the winter schedule because I have the mornings and part of the afternoon off, and then I teach.
Right.
I can be creative in the morning, and goals. My goals have been to write in the morning when my mind is fresh, and then go work out, take a shower, spend whatever time I want for myself, and then go in a couple hours early to do my planning and things.
Yep.
And it hasn't happened yet.
Why not?
Appointments
Yep.
usually screw me up, or just being like, I really need to crank out some work, and then skipping everything else, or it's been tough to balance.
So can you make it happen tomorrow?
Well, I planned 2 out of 3 of my classes for the week,
Okay.
but I left the biggest hurdle for tomorrow.
For tomorrow,
Yeah, so 8 a.m. And plus, apparently, I have to
do some other stuff.
do some other stuff
Yep.
that I can't speak about, but I'll tell you about later. So I'm expected to be downstairs at 8 o'clock. And I'm going to...
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Neither of those things, but I will get some
But
coffee.
you'll be there.
I will be there. I will be a warm body. And I just need to plan out what I want to talk about for Civil Wars. Great
Which
subject.
ones? Which one?
We're going to do the American Civil War, English Civil War, Spanish Civil War.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what I want to get, what I want the kids to get out of it, but I just know that that's an interest of mine,
Yep.
and I feel like teaching your interests should make it easier. Although sometimes what I've found out is if I'm teaching a subject that I'm really passionate about, and then the kids are like, "Wow, this is stupid," then I'm like, "Wow, okay, screw you."
They don't have the same, I don't want to say nerdy interest, but the same nerdy interest in it as you do.
That's exactly what it is. No, they do not.
But that's because for you, these subjects are something that you're passionate about, but for them, it's just a box they need to check
I totally get it.
to get to graduation,
Totally
which is
get it.
100% understandable because most of the kids at this school in particular don't give a shit about their academics.
No,
They just want to get out on the hill, which is
I'm fine
totally
with that.
understandable because that's what they're here for.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder that I do separate like the passion part.
Church and state.
Church and state. Yeah, that's a joke. But I try to separate my passions from my teaching.
Yep.
So I incorporated it a little bit, but because I know they're just going to shit on it, I'm just like, all right, Nick, don't get too excited about talking.
Don't spend
about the
2
Civil War.
hours getting on your Civil War garb.
Yeah. Like I have all this Civil War reenacting gear I was going to put on and bring to my class. And I was like, you know what? What's the point?
Will it make a huge difference to them? Probably not, because they just want to get out on the hill and do athletics. That's why they're here.
Good for them.
Hey.
Yeah.
So what that should do is tell you it's okay to take the morning to go to the gym, Nick,
How about, here's what I'm thinking.
or at least go for a walk.
Yeah. I think I'll go down there at 8. I will do 2 hours of work, and then I'll go do something active.
Yeah, like today, our big accomplishment was that we walked from the front doors out to the end of the driveway and turned around and came back. I put Kathy's
That's good.
snow tires on her wheelchair, and we went and she pushed the whole way and just got some sunlight and
Do you have
some
to
vitamin
change
D.
those every time you go out? Like, do you leave them on at any point, or do you swap them out all the time?
The problem with leaving them on is that they're mountain bike tires, so there's a lot of rolling resistance. So she has to push a lot more to get to travel the same distance.
Yep.
And also, if she needed to use her brakes, we would have to adjust her brakes every single time we changed her wheels. So we leave it set up for just her street tires. So, but the thinking is that hopefully by the end of 2026, she'll have a new chair. So the one that she has now will be her outdoor off-road chair, and we'll just leave it set up that way. And then the new chair will be like her everyday street chair / indoor chair.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll have one that's kind of set up off-roady and adventure, and one that's set up for not for just ease of mobility.
Right.
We also found this really cool thing. It goes underneath the wheelchair and it replaces the rear axle, and it becomes a power unit,
Ooh.
and it's joystick controlled. So, but it weighs like basically nothing, and your existing wheels go into it. So it just bolts to your existing wheelchair and turns your manual wheelchair into a power chair.
That could be handy.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing that we looked at was they make a set of wheels that go onto a standard wheelchair, but each wheel has its own independent motor. And it's like a e-bike where the harder you push on the wheels, the more input they put in. So then it's like you're zooming right along. But that one's incredibly expensive compared to the other one.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because you got the independent function.
Right, yeah. The independent function one is like $4,500 just for a set of wheels. So
Damn.
yeah. Yeah, adaptive equipment is expensive. Like anybody can go out and get a good decent mountain bike for like $1,000, and a good adaptive mountain bike is like $10,000 minimum.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of shitload of money. But that was today's big accomplishment. We went to the end of the driveway and turned around and came back and got some time in the sun and said, wow, it's cold out. And went back inside and meal
Yeah.
prepped.
I miss having the track to walk on.
Yeah, I wish
After
they would
meals.
plow that during the winter.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Or groom it. If they could groom it so you could snowshoe it or something.
We can groom it ourselves, right? With snowshoes.
Yeah, but I meant with like a machine. If they had the Nordic Center come over and groom it
Oh,
so people could cross country ski
that'd be
it or
wicked
snowshoe
nice.
it. That'd be really nice. Or fat bike it.
All right, so you don't do New Year's resolutions,
Nope.
but you do have goals.
Correct.
What is one goal that you are open to sharing?
Well, like I said, I'm on this new meal app, food app thing. I forget what it's called, which is how. I mean, I've looked at it a bunch today.
How new it
I
is.
know where it is in my phone. I just don't remember what it's called. It's called Foodvisor.
Okay.
So you can either input your food in weight in grams, because everybody weighs their food,
Obviously.
or you can snap a picture of it with your phone and it'll scan it in there. And so far, it's been surprisingly accurate.
Yeah.
Like we had mashed sweet potatoes with dinner tonight, and it totally picked up on what that was.
I did that with my MyFitnessPal. Same thing. It was pretty accurate. Although it thought the salmon was pork chop. But I took a shot. I tried to take a picture so it just got the lettuce
Yep.
because I had already put in the salmon and the green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
No. Green bean casserole is trash. Sorry for everybody out there, but green bean casserole is awful.
Get a load of this guy.
It's not good.
Love that.
I'd much rather just eat just plain old green beans.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Plain old green beans with a little salt, pepper, and butter on them. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Green bean casserole, trash can.
I love the mushroom, the cream.
Yeah, like even so, the other day I sautéed up a bunch of chicken thighs and threw in a bunch of mushrooms that I sliced up and some onions and tossed in a little white wine with it, and it even picked up on the fact that it was mushrooms and onions,
Wow.
which I was surprised because they were all equally brown colored. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure I don't eat too much. That's my number one thing. I want to get back down to a respectable weight and, make sure that I'm around for as many years as I can be.
Yeah. I think that's what it boils down to. I'm a little bummed that I won't be taking advantage of the cat food.
I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm mostly bummed because it would save a lot
Because
of
of the
money.
money part, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely, don't tip over the microphone. I am definitely over medium rare chicken and half still frozen fish. I would much rather pay the $200 at Hannaford or whatever to eat for a week than
It's worth it, honestly.
it's way worth it.
But
And
it-
plus,
it
also,
hurts.
I can't eat at the Cap anyway because I leave
True.
for work before it opens and I get home from work after it closes. So either way, I'm packing food that I've made anyway.
Right.
So for me, it's not a big change.
Fair enough.
So the only thing that Kathy was eating from there was a salad bar, which wasn't that great to begin with anyway.
Yeah. I just got I think we're going to do that here.
Yep. It will be much better when they build the new building, though. 'Cause
Whenever
then-
that is.
Whenever that is. Probably it's in, I would say, after we leave. But
Yeah. 15 years.
yeah, they need probably like $20 million to make it happen. So if anybody's got an extra 20 mil laying around, we could use it.
We'll take it personally.
I know someone who could use it.
Hold on. Can I do this?
We'll split it.
We'll split it. And I'd be happy with $500,000.
And we promise we won't stop doing the podcast.
Actually,
you
I'd
give
be-
us
I'd be happy with $10.
if you It would take a lot more than that for me to be happy for the rest of my life. I
Oh,
think.
for the rest of my life?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
need
no,
more.
I'm talking about like setting you up for the rest of your life money.
Oh, okay, that'd be great. But I mean, if somebody just were like, "Here's $10," I'd be like, "Oh, thanks, man."
Right. Yeah. Also, my goal is to have enough money in savings that I can live off of the interest, but that's a very long way away from now.
I have been working on dividend stocks and ETFs.
I am so out of the loop on investments. It's not even funny. I don't even know what any of that shit means.
Well, the stocks are the portions of the company that you
I
can
understand
buy.
what that part
Okay,
is.
beautiful.
I own $100 of
ETF.
SpaceX.
I don't remember what E stands for, but it's trading. I don't even know what it stands for. But basically, there are stocks.
What was the acronym again?
ETF. Something funds.
Electronically traded funds.
Something like that. But I
Okay.
don't think it's electronically. Because
Okay.
stocks are also electronically traded. Anyways, long story short,
Okay.
there are some stocks and ETFs that I've got into that are big on the dividends. And my goal is to eventually make like $100 a month, and then 500, and maybe hopefully like 1,000, 2,000.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make, I'm not gonna say you can live off of $2,000 a month. I know that people
I can.
do. I know that you probably can.
But because I'm single and
Right.
cheap.
But for a family of 4,
Impossible.
not gonna happen.
True. It's like $4,000.
Yeah.
When I was with my ex, and we had the 2 kids, it was definitely a lot more.
Yeah. Kids are fucking expensive. Oh
And
my
they don't
god.
appreciate it.
And they don't even like it. They're not even like, thanks, Dad, for dinner. They're
Thank you
just
so
like,
much for spending all your money and time on us.
I'm just like, I'm gonna go to my room now. And we're like, all right, bye. I guess. Love you.
Bye.
I guess. Vacation Land Distributors, for their 10-year anniversary, the dry hops for this one include a hefty charge of Strata backed up by a double shot of HBC 1019.
What?
Aroma, the explosion of grapefruit zest, sweet fruit, and fresh peaches. Flavor, grapefruit, peach, unsurprising, and a dank hop resin coat the mouth
It is pretty danky.
with the first sip. Can someone explain to me what dank is? I'm sorry, but I'm old school, and I've seen dank because of the devil's lettuce, and now I've seen it with beer, and I don't get it. Do you get it? Like when you say
I-
dank, I think of like a wet cave.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the beer is like a wet cave of love. Is that a stretch? You know, it's such a stretch that I'm going to stretch forward and grab another one. And I know you're being good because you are trying to get your new bod. And I am too, but I made sure that I could do this. I didn't have breakfast this morning.
I can't wait to have my 16-pack for laying by the pool in Florida in April.
Are you going to Florida?
Yeah. We go to Florida every year because that's where my parents live. So it's
Right.
like a cheap way to go thaw out during spring break. Spring break! No, not like that.
I want to go somewhere,
Uh-huh.
but I'm also realizing that I want to save money. And so I don't,
Yeah, it's kind of one or the other right now.
yeah. And I kind of,
Do you want to save money or do you want to have life experiences, Nick?
shit, man.
Oh.
I don't know. I was looking at trips to Paris so I could work on that documentary I want to make.
That is not cheap.
Well, it's actually only $500 for a week and a half in Paris.
Bullshit.
It's $547 for a there and back round trip to Paris.
And what's your plan? You're just going to, like, live homeless while you're there?
I might reach out to somebody that lives there, or at least has a property there that I can crash at for a week,
Okay.
and then do some filming. And I'd like to go to Pistoia in Italy and see a friend, and then go to Germany and see a friend.
You know what I want to do?
Yeah.
I want to make more pasta. That was so good.
Let's do it.
The homemade
Super
pasta that
easy.
you made was amazing.
Super easy.
I know it's super easy, but
Like I'm ready to get rid
it
of
sounds
all the pasta. in my
it sounds
apartment.
really hard to do. But oh my gosh, it's egg and flour,
That's it.
and that's it. And then you gotta boil it, and you gotta have like one of those fancy pasta presses.
There's got to be another
And
way to
you
do
just-
it, but
You crank it.
it's
You
There are-
crank it good.
There are a lot of
Smooth.
sexual innuendos, and those are probably the best part of the whole experience.
You must crank that pasta.
Joel and I cranked it, and his wife watched. It's kind of crazy.
And it tasted good.
Everybody agreed on that.
What'd you put on it? It was just olive oil and cheese, right?
Olive oil and butter.
Oh, yeah.
And we did grind up some
Two
cheese.
of the best lubricants known to man.
I haven't considered using those. The heat tolerance for butter is much lower than oil, though. So I'm wondering how olive oil would do in that department.
Wait, what are you thinking of?
Sex.
Oh, no. That's okay. Okay. Nope.
What were you thinking of?
Industrial lubrication.
Same thing.
No, because you literally said sex.
Industrial sex? I don't know.
Just like we used to carry around a piece of paraffin wax in our pocket of our survival suits on the ship because the paraffin wax would lubricate the zippers.
That's what it was for.
Yep.
Your zipper.
Yep. It was to lubricate the zipper.
Wow.
Why? What were you thinking?
I had no idea.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Nick.
I wasn't thinking that,
Now you know.
but I might try it now.
If you have a zipper that's sticking, you just rub a candle on it. It'll lube that bitch right up. For all the zippers in your World War II costume. I mean your Civil War outfit.
So,
Have you seen Tiny Guns?
no.
So it's like the fat electrician and all his buddies. They did a bunch of like mock World War II videos,
Cool.
but they all have guns that are about that long.
That's
But
funny.
they are in period correct uniforms, but they just have little tiny guns.
Yeah.
And they act out a bunch of battles and shit.
Yeah.
So it's filmed to look like back in the day,
Yep.
but
I feel good doing Civil War stuff. It's a great time. Can I say great time? It's a fascinating time period, but I guess it's distant enough. I don't know what I'm trying to say, man.
I mean the history of it needs to be maintained.
Yeah.
I mean it was the greatest technological leap forward of our nation. I mean we
Yeah.
went from flying planes made out of fabric to dropping a nuclear bomb out of an airplane in 40 years, which is
Don't forget.
kind of mind-blowing. And then 20 years later we put somebody on the moon.
I was just going to say.
So it's kind of wild
Yep.
that we're still making airplanes with propellers to this day.
Cheers.
They thought we were going to have flying cars. Ha, joke's on you guys. Nope. But we do have cell phones.
We do have cell phones. And we have VR.
We have virtual reality cell phones, and we can send naked pictures of ourselves to each other. Not that Nick and I do that on the regular.
Daily. We don't.
And of course not.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is I need to ponder that thought more.
I think you're in the clear.
Yeah.
I think if someone wanted to do a good, decent, not thrown together World War II reenactment, that would be 1,000% a-okay. Although I feel like if someone started to like recreate the global war on terror in Afghanistan, that might be a little fresh.
But like people, I'm pretty sure are probably doing that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Have you ever seen airsoft? That's basically what that is. It's just a bunch of dudes that say that they would not have made it through boot camp because they would have punched their drill instructor, and we all know that is definitely not true. Just run around playing airsoft in the woods with their buddies.
Yeah.
That's yeah, but again, not historically or materialistically accurate.
Right. I've thought it would be cool to, in the Civil War reenacting community, either airsoft or paintball or something, but have it be a musket
Yep.
so you can only shoot it once every like 15, 20 seconds. I think that would be kind of a neat thing to then
That would
to
be
then
hilarious.
have a battle in that way. Because, you know, right now we fire a volley, all it is gunpowder. You don't know that you take a hit. You just are like, I'm tired. I think I'm done. I ran out of ammo. Or
Is it scripted? Are some of the deaths scripted? where they're like, you're gonna die on the third volley?
It's very rare. So I did one event that was Antietam, and we got a card, and it was supposed to be secret to just us on whether we were killed, wounded, captured, or survived. And so you get that card, and during the span of the battle, you do whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it doesn't tell you, like, after 4 volleys, you take a hit and you die. It's just, you die. So at any point in time, you can just be like, I'm done.
Okay.
But in most small skirmishes, I won't even call them battles, there's usually not a script. The only script is, hey, you can win today, we're going to win tomorrow. That's it, which is great. But I feel like it would be neat to shoot and actually get hit. And be like, all right, I'm going to go down.
Like with a bullet?
With a bullet that doesn't kill me.
A
or hurt too bad.
non-damaging bullet.
Yeah, let's call it, like, I don't know.
Like a
paintball.
beanbag from a shotgun.
I would prefer paintball.
I think most people would.
Yep.
But like, so the first time that we went down to Florida to visit my parents, we went to the second largest air show in the United States. It's called Sun and Fun. And they had a full-scale recreation of Pearl Harbor with like pyrotechnics and Japanese Zeros and U.S. Corsairs and whatever else, Grumman Hellcats and everything else chasing each other around, shooting at each other. It
That's
was
cool.
wild.
That's awesome.
I mean, like, huge pyrotechnics. You could feel the heat coming off of there. And everybody thought it was great.
But, like, even those things, it's visually appealing
Yep.
and, like, exciting.
Yep.
But it's really sad.
Yeah.
Like, 2,000 or 3,000 Americans?
It was a lot.
Yeah. It was keep forgetting which number it is, but.
Yeah,
the
and they made mention of that. Like, there was a narrator narrating the battle.
The last survivor just passed away.
The last?
The last Pearl Harbor survivor just passed away.
Oh. I think you meant the last World War II
No.
veteran.
We got
Okay.
a few more of those, but.
Yeah, the last surviving member of the Arizona did just pass away and was returned via commercial diver to the Arizona to be with his buddies.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
So, like, even when I'm doing a Civil War event, I feel some
Connection.
confusion. Well, a connection, but also also
Like a
distance.
conflict?
A conflict. It's a personal conflict. Like, I'm doing this to get the education, and when I do reenactor only events, I do it for the experience.
Yep.
But there's a part of it that we're not actually shooting each other, so there's no
Thank God.
there's no risk for death.
Yeah.
Well, there's a small risk of death. Anything can happen. But it's hard to fully experience this without actually going into a live combat situation, which, I'm okay not experiencing.
Could you imagine if Civil War reenactments were like the Hunger Games? Where there was real death and fighting for people's entertainment? That would not be great.
No.
And the only medical stuff that you could get was period
No,
correct
no.
medical assistance.
You're screwed. You're done. You're done.
There'd be so many amputees.
Yeah.
They'd be like, okay, this is going to hurt. Here, bite on this.
Please just give me the chloroform. Knock me out.
So I think what we're trying to say here is reenacting good. Full on reenacting bad.
Yeah. It's a good hobby. It's fun.
Well, we're about an hour in. You want to stick a pin in it?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, thanks for everybody for coming by for episode 2, season 2.
We are going to be more.
We're going to be
active.
more consistent.
We're committing to it.
And I think that we're going to try to restrict episodes to an hour. One, so that way we don't feel like we're stretching our conversation out too long. And two, so that way Nick doesn't feel overwhelmed by the editing process, because editing a 3-hour-long conversation is time consuming, and sometimes you forget where you are, and sometimes you forget to put certain things in.
Oh, yeah, like last time?
Or just any time. For the quality of the show and the quality of Nick's life, we're limit these to approximately 60 minutes.
That way I can edit it in 1 or 2 sessions.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to leave these as raw as possible. And
Cool. Do you have a joke today?
Oh, fuck. I have it written down somewhere.
Unprepared.
Not unprepared.
No, he's unprepared right now. Oh, and by the way, the song that I was mentioning earlier by Flight of the Conchords is called Business Time. Beautiful song.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
I'm embarrassed that I forgot it because when I was in high school, there was this girl that was like, hey, if you learn some Flight of the Conchords songs, I'll be your girlfriend. Or your wife, actually, she said. And I did end up learning quite a few songs and singing them to her. And unfortunately, we're not married yet. But Mariah, I hope you're doing really well.
Okay.
Is that an okay tangent?
That's great.
I just had like this flashback.
So since my grandfather had served during the war, I chose him as a subject of my school report. And I asked him, Grandpa, did you ever kill anybody? And he said, I think so. I was the cook.
That's a good one.
So thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for listening. And thanks for stopping by. And if any of you have real deep pockets, we're looking for a sponsor. No, just kidding. We're not begging for sponsors. We're here for the fun of it.
And drinking beer.
And drinking beer. Cheers. Thanks, everybody. See you next time
Godspeed.
on Buzz and Blabbering.